Hello everybody, welcome back to Throttle Grotto. This week we are working on the E30. Bunch of updates, and one of the big things that I need to fix is the front valance. So let's get to it. Alright, so the front valance on this car, you can see in the before picture, was pretty messed up. I've actually been working on this stuff a little bit, trying to straighten it out and make it usable. Ideally, I'd find a new one of these, but last guy I found that had one wanted $100 for it. I was like, I'm not paying $100 for that. Sorry. I'll take this thing off and put it on the bench and hammer the rest of it out if I have to. Which is exactly what I have to do with the with the apron. You can see here it's got some problems still, and a lot of that is affecting how all this lines up, and it doesn't quite line up back over here. It's crunched through here, and honestly it's just a little too difficult to work some of this stuff while it's on the car. So I'm going to pop it off and put it up on my extremely hard to access workbench over there and see about getting this section here and this here hammered out, do a little hammer and dolly work on it to where I can access it. And because I got like the fog light and there's like stuff like right behind this, so it's just easier to pop it off and sort it out on the workbench, and then do some final tweaks if I need to with it back on the car. Okay, well, fortunately for me, I have a shelf over there that's almost the exact same height as the workbench. So I've got a way to prop this up and kind of hold it up in the air. I'm going to get out some dollies and some stuff here to see what I want to use. I by no means am a professional at this. I do have a new hammer, which I haven't tried out yet. It's a professional hammer, I guess. So I've got a dent here that I need to work out, and a little bit of damage through here, and this needs to be straightened out up here. I'll put it up that way so you can see it. There we go, like up through that. I have the other end here that I can use as a reference. But ideally, I'm just going to do a little bit of reshaping on this, and hopefully I can get it to where it's straighter. Not going to be perfect, but it will be straighter and much better. It'll fit much better, hold the fender in the right place, do all the things that it's supposed to do as a front valance's job. Okay, I apologize to the professional hammer and dollyists in the audience. My techniques are what we call amateur or rookie or terrible. But I was able to get a lot of this smoothed out, and that was kind of the goal. I wasn't trying to make it like body shop perfect right out of the gate, just trying to get things to like go back to where they were. So like when I put this back on, this is pretty much where it should be as far as locating the fender. This like surround around the fog light fits around the fog light like it's supposed to, and like up here this fits the body line a lot better. Like if we're there we go. Overall, it looks like might be still a little bit pushed in right down here. Once I have it actually physically on the car, I can kind of pull on that a little bit and tweak that out with my hand Like, there just wasn't enough room behind to get to all this stuff. So it was way easier just to pop it off. But I think we achieved the goal, I think, to get like most of the area around the fog light and around this bumper bracket straightened back out. And the patina here also matches, well, it's a lot more patina now that I knocked a bunch of paint off of it. But the matches the fender and the hood, which I also don't have time to fix or the money right now. So let's get this back on the car. After a little bit of fussing, not too bad, this is still causing a problem. And obviously a dented fender is causing a problem. But I've knocked as much of this out as I can with it being the way it is. It's not too bad. But this area right here, you can see still needs help. Like, this pulls out and then pulls back in on that part, basically having spent no money to fix this. I was originally going to take it to a body shop and have all this stuff pulled, but I didn't. I did it here because this car is probably not worth a ton of money, but E30s are getting more valuable. But I figured I'd see how much of it I could do here. Maybe I'll find one of these off of like an 84 floating around somewhere and I can swap it out. That'd be nice. We got a few more things I can throw on the car, so let's do that. Okay, so I got like brand new aftermarket turn signals from Germany or Europe or somewhere. They don't quite match, but I got the bumper to line up and go back together like it's supposed to, along with a new corner. I was actually able to get one of these corners for, I think it was like about 85 bucks, which was actually surprising that I found one. I think it's Schmiedman is the website that has a bunch of this weird type Euro stuff. I do have this piece of trim that I'll put on once I get it on the car. But for now, before I hit this part with a heat gun and see if I can get this to come back to black a little bit and maybe throw a little bit of super glue in that to hold it. I'm going to try the Quick Glow. If you guys don't know about this stuff, it's really, really good on a lot of this like pitted chrome type stuff here where it's got a little bit of pitting. And I did this back in the Mazda, when I had the Mazda truck, and I did a video on this stuff, and like, it doesn't take a lot. It's a non-toxic stuff, so if your dog gets into it, I don't know why your dog would be into your chrome polish, but if you got kids that are hungry that like to eat chrome polish, you can see it does a really good job of shining up old chrome. I wish I had this stuff when I was a kid with my bikes. And it's not going to like completely eradicate the problem if you have rust on this stuff, but it's definitely a really good like temporary solution. Obviously, sanding it all down and re-chroming it and all that stuff would be ideal, but for this project we don't need that kind of perfect. We just need it to look nice, you know, nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the top of this bumper real quick and then get it back on the car. All right, for this part of the repair, this is the outside trim piece that goes on that new piece of bumper I got. And I honestly don't know if this is going to be able to be fixed, but we're going to try to at least make it better. I just don't know if it's possible to do A with one hand and B to make it look decent. So I am going to bring in this thing here. Let's see if I can get it to hold together right here on the ends. So I can get... Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to try, you guys remember this, the plastic stapler. I'm going to see if this will do the job. It's highly possible that it'll work. I don't think I got it in there quite far enough. Yeah, it's ugly, but it's gonna hold. So that is, I'm gonna say that's a win. Now we can see how this piece fits or doesn't fit on here. It just snaps in. The reason it won't sit flush is because this 40-year-old clip was broken. I don't have another clip. I don't want to buy another clip. I don't want to send a clip from Europe. So we are going to hope that I have a longer zip tie. All right, it is the Ghetto Est repair, but it's best I can do with a 40-year-old part that I don't want to pay a bunch of money for right now. It's just going to be like that. That's how it is. But overall, the Euro bumper is back on. It's in one piece. It's as good as I can get it with, given how it started. The fender, this piece here, I haven't really worked on this. If I wanted to take it off and try to make it better, I might get in there and punch around a little bit right down inside of here with some tools and see if I can get it to clean up a little bit. It's going to hold the headlight in place. Everything's going to work. I'm still waiting on headlights because I do have headlights, but they're broken. So I'm waiting on headlights, the actual Euro ones coming. I have 2 brand new Euro grills. So now I have a spare passenger side Euro grill. And a fog light. I'm waiting on a fog light. So hopefully all those parts show up reasonably quick. Not like I don't have plenty of stuff to do on this car yet. Slowly coming back together. So let me know what you think of my home-built repairs. I know there's people out there that can do better. I'm just not that guy. So that's all from now from Throttle Grotto. Until next time, get out there and work on something.